in trouble. Oh my God.
Adult conversation.
Start talking to somebody. Everybody is not gonna connect with you. Just because you like somebody does not mean
They gonna like
that
you.
they gonna like you, and that's okay.
That was a statement, though.
I did not say that.
Yes,
out
you
loud.
did. Yes, you did.
But okay, everybody.
I like that right there. Tell me.
You feel me? I need your dick to be damn near as big as my thigh.
Listen, I don't give a goddamn what people say. Ain't nothing like a black man. A big old black man.
Like, you need that love in your life, because evidently you ain't never experienced that. But I'm not gonna stop being who I am because you used to fuck up. You know what? It's almost like mental edging, if you think about it.
Listen, because once we break, all I gotta do is pray that we don't break nothing in the house. Because baby, it's going down.
But never scripted. Every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern.
What's going on with Scrappy?
Hey, y'all.
I don't know about nobody else, but I absolutely love our fucking intro. Shit. It tickles me. Mainly because I can tell you what we were talking about every single one of them. Every time. So welcome in, people. Welcome to another episode of Irene and K Unscripted. For those of you all who are watching the premiere, thank you for watching the premiere. We're doing things a little bit differently today. So keep in mind this is not a live episode, but we still will be replying to them comments. So keep it cute. All right. So make sure y'all do all the things. Like, subscribe, share this thing out, tell a friend to bring their ass on up in here and join this conversation. Because we got a good one for y'all today.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? And we also got some company in the building to talk about whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let me bring them on up so they can introduce themselves. All right.
Bam.
Hey y'all.
Hello.
What's going on, good people?
All right. So I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Let us know, how long y'all been married, because we are talking about things that you should know before you get married. So we had to bring some people who got a little skin in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we could ask the questions. Drake.
I'll jump right in. So
women first.
Am I muted?
Oh, go ahead.
You good?
Go ahead.
Okay. So no, I'm Drake. Part of the Drakes, Mr. Drake. Wifey can't make it tonight. She may slide in at any moment if she make it home on time. But we've been married for 13 years this year. Steady growing, been through numerous events throughout our life, and our bond with one another. We're both from East Texas. We're from rival towns, so for us to come together, it's an amazing thing. We have lived from, once again, East Texas, Houston, South Houston, North Houston, to Seattle, back to Houston again. And it feels like just the first month of dating, still rolling, while growing.
That's what's up.
All right. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 13 years. Come on, rival cities. I know that feeling. All right. You want me to go first?
Good.
Okay. I'm K Brown, also known as Locked and Loaded, depending on what platform you on, or just flat out Kanika. And
I'm PhillyBoi. I'm the asshole. I'm that dude. Yes, I'm a Cancer. I'm not in my feelings, but yeah, I'm that dude. We've been together for 3 years. Been married for one. We got married. So we celebrated our anniversary this year in April. But the shit feels like an eternity.
It really do. Even I forget how long we've been married. It feels like way longer than a year. When I do say a year, I kind of look at myself and go, myself said, damn, that's it. I promise you, it's a motherfucker. But no, I mean, it's a good motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but it's a motherfucker. I think once we hit our 40s, it kind of feels like shit. What is time? Like serious shit. You know what I'm saying? So we've been grooving with 2 different places.
We had
on TikTok.
She's from Arkansas.
What you not finna do? It's come for the change. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock. I said he went and got him a country girl. In Philly.
I mean, because we T, the country girls are T. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know.
So what?
It's better than McDonald's tea.
Being transparent, I will say I am kind of glad I got me a country girl. I mean, that is one of my favorite songs she dances to, but I'm just saying, she from Arkansas. Her moniker is called Banging in Little Rock.
I am not. He called me Banging in Little Rock because we told him about
we're going to leave it at that. Banging in Little Rock.
Y'all go ahead. That's how I introduced
you. Listen, I am from Greenville, Mississippi. Okay. Right across the bridge, and my brother lives in Little Rock, you know, so I already know.
Listen, everything. Stay safe, sir. Stay safe. Jesus.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay in this conversation because I'm from the Midwest. I'm just gonna sit back. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Ain't nothing, you know what I mean? It's all love. It's all love. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and show the video because y'all know typically we have a video that spurs our conversations a lot of times. So let's go ahead and show this video and then we're gonna get into the conversation. All right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That'll do it.
Come on now. Okay, there we go. I was about to say computer work.
What I known before I became a married man with children. One is filter the advice that you're giving. There are a lot of married people who think that they're experts in marriage because they've been married for a long time. Experiential knowledge is great, but it does not make you a subject matter expert. Take it from a licensed therapist. You can be married for 15 years and not know the first thing about a healthy partnership. Number two is friendships. Even when people are married to each other, they need their individual friend groups. What I notice is that when you and your partner don't have your individual friend circles, y'all lean on each other too hard to fulfill the need that's supposed to be done by multiple people. What number we on? 3, 4? I don't know. There's no right way to be married for real. When me and Noemi first got married, like the first 6 months, it was a little awkward, man. But one of the hardest things in the first couple of years is just the expectation. Y'all expectations of each other, your collective expectations of the marriage, people's expectations on y'all. Number 420, when you are the sole financial provider, you got to be careful how you talk about money. Everybody listening to this has an idea how they like to spend money, what they value, what they think is worth their money, and what they think is not. But when you're the sole financial provider, your money ain't just your money, it's everybody's money. You can't just honor what you think is valuable to spend money on and dismiss other people's. You may think that's a stupid thing to spend $150 on, but the person who's dependent on your income would buy that in a heartbeat if they could have the $150 themselves. You got to take almost everything into consideration, whether you think it's worth it or not. Because with finances, a marriage can turn into a jail cell real quick, real quick. Here are a few things I wish I would have known before I became a
All right. So let's start off. Let's start off with getting y'all opinion on some of these points that he made. Are there any that y'all disagree with? Let's start with that. Are there any of them that y'all disagree with?
For me, the only thing that kind of gave me a slight pause was the friend group situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's okay to have to have friends on the outside or whatever, but sometimes that can be a hindrance. Being honest, and that's just this personal experience. Before this, I was married for 17 years and I was a widow. So, this is second for me. Wasn't no divorce and splits and nothing like that. We wrote it all the way out, death do you part kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's okay. Like I said, it's okay to have separate friends, but it's not a requirement. I heard kind of what he said. It was like a requirement. It's not a requirement because, for me, I'm an introvert. I don't give a shit anyway. If he wants to have extra friends and go out and get you have fun, boo. I'm staying there. TV, Netflix, Hulu. I got a bunch of them. Pluto, Tubi. I mean, it's just so happened that we bonded on that fact that we both are introverts. Like we literally can sit in the house like the Daily song. We can be alone together, literally. Period. And we ain't got to be like You know what I'm saying? But we in the same space, and we just, that's the only thing I kind of not all the way feel, but
So I'll kind of piggyback off of what she said as far as him saying to friends. Yeah, that could be taken either or, because like she said, we introverts. I don't like no fucking body. I don't hang around people. I mean, if I'm around my family, I'm around my family. But that's at the same token, I could leave also. So I mean, the friend thing.
we also operate differently. We had basically what friends we would have, they kind of ventured into family territory. My
Right.
sister, my brother, you know what I'm saying? We all got cousins, TT this, TT that, you know what I'm saying? So nephew this, niece that. So that's just kind of how we
We
roll.
don't. Yeah. I mean, we've grown up. I've grown up, and that's personally. A lot of friends, how we used to say back in the day, we got a shit ton of friends. We've outgrown each other. Like they say, you just going to get rid of people that brings you dead weight.
Maybe that's it may
It's
be
not
an age
necessarily
thing.
dead weight.
It may be an age thing, some certain age groups, 30s and 20s, we kind of still need our separate, you know, swimming pond, playing field, whatever you want to call it. But I think once you hit a certain, age, it's kind of like, I ain't fucking about that. I ain't trying to salvage and
Yeah.
hang on to some shit that cause more energy than what the fuck I
Right.
got. I got kids, I got a husband, I got a job, I got businesses. I can't. That's a lot of
Amen.
energy. I'm running out. I'm sorry. We ain't mean to dominate. Go ahead.
No, you could.
So my perspective is I don't see anything I disagree with per se. Because he said at the beginning, he said I think the second point, every marriage and a relationship is going to be different. And I was reading the comments on to the side too. He said these are ramblings. He just talking. You know what I mean? So I can't say I disagree from his perspective of being married. That's his perspective of marriage, and how he does it. But if we go continue the conversation on the friendship, I am a very friendly person. My wife knows that about me quite a bit. She's an introvert, and I am extremely extrovert. Like point of the podcast, I bring people on, chop it up with people left and right. Okay, she always says no such thing as a stranger with me. We go somewhere, I'm gonna meet someone. But best believe, ever since we've been together, if you know me, you're gonna know her. It's no like she's hidden. So for us to be friends or have a relationship, you have to have a connection with my wife too. It's no me without her. And I've had friends since Head Start, middle school, high school, on throughout, and locked in. And when I first started talking about her, they were like, "Oh," it was like guaranteed. They all knew she was the one I was going to marry. Even the ones who are no longer around, and that I believe. Well, no, there's no one believe. I know that's the reason why they're no longer around as well is because of her. And I demand that type of respect for my wife and myself in our relationship in total.
I think that's important. I appreciate that, especially noting that every relationship is going to be different, because I think that's one of the things where Kay and I talk about relationships a lot
All the time.
on here. But one thing we always tell people is, hey, we are not relationship gurus. We just give y'all our opinion. Y'all do with this shit what the fuck y'all want to do with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Experiences.
We not saying anything is right or wrong, left or right. But
and we try to emphasize too, like, make sure that you are talking to your partner and setting the standards with your partner, instead of trying to look to social media or some book or some type of guru or whatever. It's like, if you really just take that time to talk to your partner, listen to your partner, and y'all set the standard or the goalpost for y'all relationship, I think it will cause a lot of, it won't cause so much rift and confusion, because you're not setting this high bar to yourself, thinking about, like, we always reference like Kadeen and Vidal or whatever. I'm like, but you have to remember, your partner is your partner, your husband is your husband, your wife is your wife. So don't try to put that expectation on them, when that's another person's journey to walk through.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to circle back around to it, one of my takeaways, and she know I don't like that word, which he said in the beginning, was expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I don't. Expectations, I think, is like a uncontrollable word. It's not like I can't expect her to be what I would think a token wife would be. I can only appreciate her for the woman that she is. My expectations, which I don't tend to have because I don't like that word. I just generally, our biggest thing when we came into this relationship was built on communication.
Thanks.
Communicate, communicate, communicate. Whether it was just fuck you, I don't feel like dealing with you today, or I mean,
No,
it's
we
just
don't
what it
say
is.
shit like that, but you know, he being funny. Oh, that says a
But
lot.
no, it's I can't stand that word expectation. It's just going to come down to the communication that we have between each other and the understanding. Because a lot doesn't need to be said in order for two people to understand what they bring to each other
Right.
and what they mean to each other.
Right.
So yeah, that would be my only negative thing about that, the expectation word.
He just hate that word. But in hindsight, when it really boils down to it, even when we first met in the conversations that we had, you know, even though I know he hates the word, it's the word. It's like just that word. So it's like go in the dictionary, find a synonym. Okay. But you know, with him, but it's still, even when we laid out not what we expect, but what we would like to happen moving forward in this relationship, how we see it going, how we would like to see, you know what I'm saying, what we would like to see out of each other and the marriage, the relationship in a whole. So it was like removing the word expectation for him, but laying down what you want out of this, because let's keep it pimping. We in the pre-elderly stage. We in the auntie uncle stage. You know what I'm saying? So you, I don't know what you looking at me like that for. You older than me, player. Anyway, so you know that's how it is. So it's like, you know, we have to put out what we want, or we're gonna be sitting, because I feel like I'm too old to be sitting up spinning my wheels and wondering what the hell gonna happen. Let's talk about it. Let's put on the table what we would like to come out of this. Period. So removing the word for him, but we still had to put it out there. So
And I don't know if y'all know, but my podcast, my platform, my personal connection to why I build relationships, my pillars are respect, communication, and consistency. I tell, if you have those three things, you can have an effective relationship across the board. That is romantic, that is friendship, that is business. Just we have to have respect for one another. If we don't have respect for one another, like that could toss everything out. But and you can't communicate effectively with somebody without respect as well. You can, y'all can have a disagreement and be rude and nasty one another with that lack of respect. But when you're willing to respect someone and communicate with them, you don't mind repeating yourself for them because you want them to know. Also, you don't mind asking a question because you care about what they're saying and you want to clarify it. That's respect. So, but when you're short and things of that nature, and that respect can ebb and flow. That's why I say consistency is another part. You have to be consistent within that as well. Because at any moment, you know, I may be having a bad day, she may have a bad day, but we must find a way of understanding that's going to happen. But we have to remember be consistent with that respect and communication.
Okay, so my next question would be, okay, you just said that, you know, y'all had a conversation. What do you think are some important things that need to be talked about when you're in the dating phase or getting to know someone phase, or whatever that phase is, however people want to label it, that you feel like needs to be talked about more often for people before they make that step to say, I want to spend the rest of my life with you? Like, what do
okay,
y'all think of some of those?
so basically, okay, so we also have a podcast. So we started off with the 5 levels of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of the main things that we kind of went through and had to discuss and dissect to figure out. I know a lot of people, they hear love language, love language, love language. But and a lot of people, they shake their head and they go, that shit ain't real, or y'all just making stuff up, you're getting stuff out of books. Nah, it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those conversations that you got to have. How do you want to be loved? Period. You feel what I'm saying? What is marriage to you? What is a relationship to you? An exclusive relationship? Um, are you looking for that? You know what I'm saying? Let's put it all out on the table for real. Let's not date in the mind of one person saying, "Oh, I want to be married," and the other person going, "Well, I'm just having a good time." If you don't have that conversation, then what we doing? Somebody might be sitting there spinning their wheels, and somebody feelings gonna get hurt, or somebody gonna get hurt. If you, I'm sorry, I write books too, so
you said what you said.
I can go fiction real quick. Yeah. So but just those are some of the conversations, some of the main things we need to talk about. Whether you want to have kids, if you already got kids, do you want more? Because one or the other might not even want it. That might not even be something that's in their books, or even on their bingo card, as we starting to say now. It's a lot of things, finances, where you want to live, what type of place do you want to live in. I mean, it's a lot of conversation that you need to have before you say I'm in a relationship, because you might be doing the shit wrong. You know what I'm saying? I might be saying it wrong, but you might get into it, start living together. I don't like the way you don't brush your teeth. I mean, it's something. You might put the toilet paper on like this. That ain't the way it go. That's an argument. I'm just saying. Everybody picking on you. See, why you getting all? What I say, it go over. He said it go under. That's not the point. But how do you compromise? How do you come to an agreement? I mean, if you are having conflict, how do we get through it and not just get over it? I don't mean putting a band-aid on it. How do we get through it? Hell, do you believe in love? It's some people out here that don't even believe in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
real
true.
shit. Or what is love to you? Because some people don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Because they've never experienced it, or they weren't raised around it. They don't have good examples of it. Shit, my childhood was shitty. So I mean, the first time it was kind of, let me just swim my way through this and figure this shit out. The second time I knew what I wanted. I knew what I desired. So I had a voice. So let me express it. Other things to talk about is just to be straight up honest. Honesty. Don't sugarcoat. And what we used to always say in our podcast, please don't bring your fucking representative. God damn it. Because your representative gonna sell you a short ass dream. You know what I'm saying? If you going into this whole situation with unrealistic, expectations, then it's not gonna work out, man. It's just not. It's just, a representative cannot be the person that you're gonna see from here on out, because that person that you portraying to be, or that you're pretending to be, what about later on? What about next year? You can only pretend so long. Okay, this is not fairy tale bullshit. Okay, but then let me get off my soapbox. Sorry, y'all. I'm flashing like a mug. If y'all hear my fan, I'm so sorry.
You good? You good?
I do not hear a thing.
Sorry.
No, what was the prompt for the question again?
What are some key things that you think people need to talk about before they make that decision to be like, okay, I want to spend the rest of my life with you?
Just in a sense where Miss K Brown was expressing, is understanding each other's morals and values. What's important to you. Once again, setting the foundation. I was talking about even our foundation of our marriage is the Bible. Okay, I share quite a bit. Like, we don't know any other Christian marriage. Like, you can have your foundation, but this is ours. We can go straight to scriptures, and this is what we base our marriage off of. And when things get haywire and things, we can go right back to that. Because as the video was showing earlier, man, you know how many people? I don't know how many relationship videos I see.
Man, listen.
I tell people, I care. I was telling my wife, she know I do not talk about relationships. That is not my thing. because people so full of it. I see, because I don't know that guy. That's why I do the makings of you. I don't know him. I don't know his connection. I don't know his wife. I don't know nothing about them in their household.
You know if he really married.
Yeah, straight up. You feel me?
True. Did it for the views.
That's what I'm like.
Married with 2 or 3 kids. What up?
But I'm not in their household.
Right.
I don't know how things work. So my thing is, and same thing, vice versa here. Somebody, I think Kate Brown just said that people be putting up images left and right. You know, people think me and my wife are great, which we are. But the point of the case, when people get to know us, they may not like us for how we operate and work around things. I've seen other extremely positive and supportive like marriages that I've been knowing, and they've been married for years. I've seen some of the single people I know be around them, and I've seen the husband kind of, I'm gonna say, redirect his wife at a certain moment during the party. And a lot of folks like, oh, he disrespected her, checked us, and they go back and forth. No, he just said sternly in his love. Y'all got a big house. They have a built conversation, but you done got yourself in some situation. You got yourself into this, and you don't understand what's happening. Right. So overall, when you're starting to learn someone, you learn that person. You bring around people. You have to invest in that person just as much as you learn them. And depending what age you're at, do you know yourself?
Biggest factor.
See a lot of people, they want to learn. Listen, I hear they tell you now, I don't really want to invest in people anymore. I really don't want to go through this phase anymore. Then it's not for you at this moment.
Really do.
It's not.
And that is the honest truth. But my thing is, I'm excited. Every day I still learn my wife. You know, something she was venting about today, and she just thanked me for listening. I was like, I appreciate you. And
that's it.
You know, and these are things I would say when you starting out, find people who's going to pour into you as much as you're going to pour into them.
That part right there.
Now.
That part.
Speak.
There we go.
You know, it's like stop chasing people that don't want to put the chase up for you. And don't entertain people that you're really not that entertained with as well. So let's be okay.
Come on now, you better speak that word.
I gotta take a sip on that one.
Thanks.
Well, I'm just communicating. Like but if you just want to, like I tell people, you just want to make content, talk about it. Because listen, it's a lot of single people out here. Shout out to y'all, love y'all. Okay.
I just don't want to be one of them.
And
we don't either.
Man, I don't listen. I don't know. Listen, you know, I don't know.
I'm like Kevin Hart. The way my checking and my savings is linked up, meaning my brain and my heart. We don't roll like that because you hurt my feelings, baby.
Listen.
Honestly, that kind of goes into the question that I want to have, that I want to present. It's like, because we talk about this all the time on the show, is how is navigating disagreements and misunderstandings different than being single and being married? Because that's one question that we always talk about on the show. Is like, that's an important question for us. Is like, how do you navigate, you know, having a bad day? How do you navigate when you guys don't agree? How do you navigate it in your relationship? Because it ain't just like when we single, like, all right, I'm cool, dude. I ain't got to talk to you no more. Cut off, you know, this cut off culture right now. So we always talk about that on the show. Is like, that's an important question for us as a single person. Is like, how do you handle your bad days? How do you handle disagreements? How do you handle when I don't like you today?
Bro, Drake, you want to take that first?
I can go to, you know, listen, before we did this, when I was telling her about it, we're very simple when we have this. It's like Ephesians 22. Okay. My responsibility is to love my wife. Her responsibility is respect me. When we have those two things going together, and we once again go back to it, and I would say going back to that foundation, it's like almost like a bungee cord or gravity. I like gravity. You can jump up, you can get high, but you're gonna have to come back to that foundation sooner or later. And if you make your foundation solid and comfortable, that coming back to it ain't gonna hurt as much. But that's how to keep it going. And to add, like for instance, I worked a stressful job. Like, man, some days I needed to decompress. All right. Guess what? I communicate. Hey, baby. And this is young. This is when first years of being married. And I would be like, hey, I'm stressed out. And she said, at that time, she's is it me? Is it me? Is it me? Baby, nah, it's not you. It's work. It's work. I work a stressful job. But you know what? It took me time and I had to learn. I had to communicate in a different way. Okay, let me show. And when she started understanding, like, ooh, Lord, yeah, okay. Because I have to shut down for a little bit. But then through growth, it was like, okay, she still need me for time. She need me to engage. She needs me for certain things. So we'll make time. So it's like, hey, I'm a morning person. So I wake up in the morning, I'm making sure, like, still to this day, I make a coffee every morning. Okay. You have to find, like, we talk about the love languages and things of that nature. I know she like acts of service. I don't mind. Y'all see, if you come to my lives, y'all see me washing dishes and things of that nature. Something I don't mind doing. I don't mind it, and it makes my wife happy. Oh, say less. We do these type of things for each other all the time. And some people may feel indifferent about that. And I'm like, well, they ain't got nothing to do with it. We spend time with one another. But when it comes down to differences, let's take the time and communicate and learn it's different ways to communicate other than just verbally. I've learned sometimes, like, I listen, my voice can get a little stern at times, even when I don't mean to. My emotions may come out in a certain way, even though I don't think it's coming out that way, or something I really don't care, but it comes out and it sound harsh or it sound disingenuous. But guess what I started doing? I sent a text message. Hey, you know, this is boom, 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 boom. This is how I feel. Can we work on this later? And boom, solved a whole lot of issues. She could be right next to me. Hey, don't mean to say this, just want to follow up this, care about you, love you, but let's follow up with that. Boom. It takes a lot of that animosity out of some things at times.
On the ego side.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and that's the thing. When you're in a relationship, you got to put that ego, because when y'all become one, that ego doesn't exist.
Don't.
I love that part that you said about not shutting down, because that, to me, as a single person, the Lord is working on me in the midnight hour with that, because
don't get me wrong.
Like, you know,
it ain't even a single thing, Chad. It's just
it's
a person thing.
I'm gonna I shut down.
I can't. Yeah.
But I don't shut down like I used to, though.
Okay.
I'm gonna communicate like, hey, this is how I feel. I'm gonna need a few moments to breathe. Okay. You know, we can talk about it. But hey, and the thing, and I did one of my viral videos on TikTok went big because I said that somebody was like, people who shut down and this or this with it, because if I keep going, feelings are gonna get hurt.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And people like, and don't, and I'm because I'm working out of love now.
Yes.
I'm working out. I'm mature enough, because just like I'm heavy handed and my words are heavy too. And I can see, once again, respect, communication, consistency. When we're getting to that point, if I'm shut down, I feel like it's a lack of respect in the conversation. Yeah. So me continuing the conversation, and I'm realizing I'm being disrespectful. And this is like not only with my wife and anybody. I had this with a family member earlier today. Started the conversation all wrong with me. I'm like, oh, let me pull back from this. Yeah, this conversation about to be real short. Because you can't, you were disrespectful. And for whatever reason, I don't know why, but you ain't about to worry about talking to me for the next 30, 20, 15, 30 minutes, whatever, but we about to cut this short. Because once I know the respect is gone, what's the point of keep going? You're not listening to me anymore. You're just hearing me.
Right.
I sound like what's that? The Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Want. That's what happened between both of them. Yeah, anything you saying now. So let's pull back, because, and once again, when we can build that respect, because we can gain respect again. But in this moment, it takes work to get that respect. Thanks. And it's okay. It's worth it.
Yeah. Ooh, I like it's worth it.
It's worth it. It's fake.
It definitely is. I know one of my biggest factors that I always spoke with her about was, let's talk with each other and not talk at each other.
Thank you.
It's easier, like Drake was saying, it's easy to just communicate. Now, I like his idea about sending a text message if we both got an attitude. But I think because we done been around each other so much now, we pick up on each other's moves big time. We pick up on each other's moves. I can tell. And she kind of gets mad at me because I'll just ask out of nowhere, hey, you okay? And sometimes I'll catch a snap back. I'm fine.
It's not you.
Right. It's not me.
I am. But it's like, okay, so in my defense on that one, and I know I'm wrong. Don't get me wrong. It's a better way that I can come about it, because when I am overly stressed, I do tend to shut down, and it has nothing, absolutely nothing to do with him. But because I'm quiet and because I'm just kind of reserved, I'm just kind of in my feelings, and he can feel it. He can pick up on it. And it's like, did I do something? It's like, bro, why did you think that? And it's like, okay, wait a minute. My bad. I ain't really there like that. I'm sorry. Give me a hug. So
and I gotta ask, like, is Philly more of a touchy feely, like hugs and connections and conversation?
And see, now he is. He wasn't at first. He used to be a shutdowner too. He's a I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about nothing kind of person.
But I'm not talking about. I'm talking about with y'all. Because listen, my wife is like with other people. She's not touchy feely, none of that. But with me, oh, if I don't touch her, I don't. It's a problem.
Oh no, I believe in that. I believe in that when we're in our lazy moments and we just in the bed in the room watching TV. I need your leg on me.
Literally.
I need your leg on.
Literally, you know, and it's both of them. Sometimes just put them both on me. Just lay them across. I'm like, my leg's not heavy.
Is that? I mean, honestly, for me, it gives me comfort. It gives me,
That's
and
my
it's not
point.
about having
touch
anxiety or anything. It just gives me the comfort of the touch from my wife.
Yes.
And one of the things I wholeheartedly appreciate about her, like he said earlier, the acts of kindness. That's not one of her things, but just like he was saying, generally I'm the one that wash dishes or I'm cleaning up stuff. Of course I work from home, but regardless, it's just I'm here. I'm going to do what I need to do in order to make sure the house is taken care of because she goes out when she goes to work, she come home. I know that's just me being a pessimist. I don't want a dirty house. I don't want this. I don't want that. So I'm going to clean it up regardless. I need to clean it up because for one, I don't want to hear her mouth when she comes home. But two, I don't like dirty stuff. I'm big on it.
And I don't like to nag. I hate nagging. I don't want to be nagged, and I refuse to be a nag. And this is no shade, no tea against nobody, but my matriarch of my part, she was a nagger. She nagged a lot. So it's one of those I learned what not to do. Okay. So if something is out of order, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I might have an attitude at that moment, but we got to talk about it later on. And I've gotten a lot better. He can even say it. I've gotten a lot better because I used to just shut down, just get mad and just walk away. Like, fuck. I'm slanging a couple dishes and cooking with anger. You know what I'm saying? With irritation. But now it's like if I feel a certain way, now I might not say nothing right there in that moment, especially if people around. Because one thing I will never do, because some people will call it chicken or whatever. One thing I won't do is bring up anything that I feel like was out of order in my mind or that I didn't appreciate in front of other people. I'm finna wait. So, hey, the way you said this, I ain't really like that tone. Or the way you did this, I ain't really care for that. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I give it time to a point where, because my mouth is slick. Like it couldn't like razor blades. You ain't gotta act like that. I heard you. But if my mouth slick, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be to say some shit. You know what I'm saying? In the heat of the moment. So I like to let stuff cool down for a minute. Let me let stuff kind of simmer for a minute, and then let's come back and talk about it. And a lot of people, and I remember, the Bible and other people. I grew up in the church. I was a preacher's wife before. I've been all up and through all that. You know what I'm saying? I know this front, back, and I heard it all. The people that tried to give you the best advice. We've been married for 30 years, and are y'all happy? Okay, so I've heard the don't go to bed angry and all that other kind of stuff. Hey, it's not going to bed angry. It's going to bed and letting it chill. Cause I don't want to go to bed on a heated ass argument either. You know what I'm saying? Or a heated disagreement, or we sitting up all night long trying to get through it. Now we both sleeping the next day and we got a bigger attitude. You feel what I'm saying?
Because neither one of us is allowed to sleep in the opposite room.
Hell no. It only took him one time to have just a small attitude, or just he didn't know how I was feeling after a situation, and he stayed up all night and wanted to sit on the couch. Baby, I must have clicked something terrible. What you not gonna do is not sleep in the bed with me. When it's time to go to sleep, you come to sleep. I don't care if you got to sit up and stare at the ceiling, but what you fist to do is come get into that bed that we done made together. I means that. I don't care if I'm turned this way and I'm turned that way. My booty gonna rub up against you in a minute. You be all right. You gonna be all right. Am I lying? Whatever. So and my whole thing with disagreements, I kind of got off subject, but my whole thing with disagreements, agree to disagree in some cases. I mean, it's okay to disagree. We don't have to have one brain. We do not. We have to operate on one brain cell. Just because you married, just because we are one, do not mean we have to agree on every single thing. Sometimes you have to agree to disagree. Go to your separate corners and woosah. Okay. Hello.
Do that.
Good advice for anybody that lives with your partner, dating or especially married. Get space. Okay. Like, have more than one room.
Please. If you don't live in the efficiency, you good. Even in the efficiency, you got room to out. You got the little
thing. Tell me, hey, it's nothing worse than if you in a 1-bedroom apartment and not get along with that person. And because once again, that space you need to breathe and come back. All right, and you forget all about it, boom. That is still heat. You walk away, still hot. It's that's some of the non-biblical advice I would give about that. That's one thing I would say. Definitely get you some space.
Well, you got an attitude. It's starting all over again because you in the same space. You done slammed the book down. What you slam the remote down for? What? Well, what you want to watch? Well, what you want to watch?
Anything they listening to? Oh, you watching that? Look, they watching that dumbass on television.
Wait, so we can't be like them people that
gonna
say,
turn
"Oh
your
my
music
God,
up loud.
I will live in a cardboard box with you." We can't be like them.
I
gotta walk out sometime.
Let me tell you something. I'm not even finna make that line. I'm not living in a cardboard box.
That people say that I don't care. I just love you so much. I'll live in a cardboard box with you. I'll live in a studio on the street.
And maybe that love just ain't found me yet. Okay, but I need somewhere decent to lay my head at. Okay. I don't know if maybe that love just ain't found me yet. Maybe ask me when I'm married and I find my husband and came across up in there. Maybe then I say it. I just ain't found it yet. I'm not saying it don't exist. I don't know about them. I ain't been that in love just yet.
You ain't been in love like I've been in love.
Hey.
You ain't felt the pain that I felt.
Clearly, I'm sitting here
to the point where she got me listening to goddamn what's that music?
Oh, he listened to blues now, so he was never a blues fan. I'm Southern, I'm JT, Uncle JT. Shoot, give me some Johnny Taylor. That's wrong. Give me some Tyrone Davis and chat. Give me some ZZ Hill, honey. Some down home blues, but honey, I'm going in. And don't get me started. And I got the trail ride dance crew too, so it's like it's slowly ticking in, and it's going. Yeah, he even got some cowboy boots.
Come on to the smooth side. Don't twist your face up. It's beautiful over here.
Beautiful over here. You get to eat the good, the sweet potato pies.
Eating that all my life.
No, but you been eating mine. Don't true. And then you got the peach cobbler dump cake. Baby, don't play with me. Honey, hey, I get in this kitchen. He gained some wets when he met me. I said, he come in skinty as I don't know what. Now. He came in, he started getting a little fluffy. He just settled in. It's looking good on him now. It's regular. He's just balance weight. But you came in skinny as skinny. Baby, you could
that happy weight ain't no joke.
You so skinny. Boy, them ankles was just but starving. That's okay. He started eating banana puddings and shit. Yeah, I cook. Do I not cook?
Come on.
Did you not gain weight?
back to the regularly scheduled program.
See what I'm saying?
You know what? Okay. Speaking of cooking and everything, a big thing that everybody and their mama out here arguing about a lot of times are gender roles in relationships.
Yeah.
Now, and I think Kay and I both have talked about that. I know we've talked about it
on the show
several times, and I think both of us, if I remember correctly, had the same thought: is whatever the hell works for your household is what you do. I don't necessarily subscribe to, oh, I'm the woman, so I have to do these things. Now, with that being said, I say this all the goddamn time. There are certain things I don't want to do, and I'm not going to do. I know you don't like that word, friend, but I'm the expectations that I have. Okay.
I ain't taking out no trash. I don't want to.
Anything that has to do with anything outside this house, i.e. the car, the grass, the trash, all that, that ain't my business. It ain't gonna be my business. I don't want it to be my business. It's my business right now because it's just me, and I hate it every time. Anytime I gotta go put gas in my truck right now, and I'm pissed. I'm mad because I don't want to pump gas. The trash gotta go. I don't want to do none of that. I hate it. Hate it with a passion.
It's hard. Okay? Gas card is a killer.
When I moved into this house, my dad was like, "You want to go get a lawnmower?" I said, "Does it come with a husband?" He said, "What?" I said, "Does it come with a husband? Because if it does not, I'm gonna pay this little boy to come out here and cut this short. I'm not doing it."
Same.
Without that being said, where do you all land when it comes to gender roles and the choices and how things get handled in the house? Was it a conversation, or did y'all just kind of fall into a routine? Like, what's the tea for y'all?
We did have the conversation. I know I brought it up because I did want to know kind of where he stood on that, how he felt about it. But we, like you said, to each his own. We just kind of fell into the flow. You know what I'm saying? One of the main things I said when we first were trying to decide whether where we were going, I let it be known straight up, I'm a wife. That's what I am. That's what I've been, and I'm not going to change that for nobody. You know what I'm saying? And what that means is I got your back, you got mine, period. I am your helpmate, whatever. But at the same time, yeah, we both work, we both clean, we both this. He cook, I cook. Yes, we just fall into their role. Now, when it comes to gas, I did call him the other day. Now that you bring it up, I called him the other day and I was like, "Yo, y'all ass done spoil me." Cause I'm riding around here just willy-nilly going do la 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 la, and I was going, "Oh shit, my light came on. Fuck, got no gas." What happened? I don't remember what happened. I guess we had a lot of errands to do at one point, and both of us kind of forgot. He was like, "Oh shit, I did forget. I was supposed to go get gas last night." And I'm not tripping. It's not one of those things where I'm not saying he's supposed to. I'm just saying that's one of them things where I'm spoiled the shit in that case because I really did forget.
I just look at it as part of me being taught what a man does for his wife or a significant other. I am that person, the acts of kindness. I'm gassing up the car. I'm taking out the trash. She had to get used to me opening up her doors.
Thanks. Never had
she
that. We
in the
still have
beginning.
hiccups. We still have hiccups
because she touched the door. I get fucking mad.
Like, my bad, dog. My
right.
bad.
She had to get used to that. So, like she said, it fell into place when I started doing natural stuff to her, like, "Oh, I'm picking this up," or "Don't touch it, I got it." She started getting used to it. She's getting more used to it now. It's just a simple fact that, like she said, it's been a while. She wasn't used to those things. I'm used to doing stuff like that for my significant other because that's my way of, for one, showing her reassurance that this is us. This is what we're all about. This is what I mean to you. This is what you mean to me. This is how we're going to make things work, whether it's the communication, whether it's the acts of love, whether it's just simply just sitting around watching TV, not saying shit to each other. It's just, that's who we are. I do things for my wife because I want my wife to know why she's my wife. We didn't get married for no reason. We got married to enjoy each other's life. We got married because we both realize, yes, we are marriage people.
Mm-hmm.
We yeah, I was in a previous marriage. We want to be married. That's the life we live.
I know it's the way you think. It was like, it.
So it's like I'm that type of person. I'm going to cater to my wife. The small acts of catering, whether it's getting flowers or washing the dishes or just sending a text message, or like she told me the other day, when she goes to work, she'll text me, I'm here. It's just certain things I say that she liked that, oh shit, okay. That
I'm a
still give
words of
her a little tingle.
affirmation.
What gives her
Words of affirmation kind of person. So I'm
Same.
just what was the word we used? It's basically just reassurance. That's what I need. I've always been big on reassurance, and and we talked about that at the very beginning. That was another thing we talked about. So that's something that he just keeps up with, even before he fully proposed and, we made the plans or whatever. It was like during one of our, because we do have moments like every couple of weeks where we like really sit down. It's like, okay, so we need to have a talk. We need to talk. Let's talk about some things. Let's ask some questions. What do you need from me? What do you need me to do? How are you feeling? How do you feel? I love you now. Blah 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 blah. So we do those. We have those conversations, and during that time, when we first moved to Nashville and we got our house or whatever.
Because I wasn't going to Arkansas.
And I wasn't going no damn Atlanta or Philly. How about that? Anyway, but so one of the conversations was, he wanted to reassure me, I am going to marry you. I just want you to know this. This is words that I want to speak. I don't want you to think I'm sitting up here playing with you. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a moment. I'm not rushing you. I promise you I'm not. I never said anything. I didn't say anything. But it was just the fact that he felt like I needed to tell you that I want to reassure you. And still to this day, after being married and, living our life what it feels like an eternity, he still sends me random text messages that says, you like my life, things that make me feel good. And then whenever he called me beautiful, I'm like that little girl. You remember that TikTok? And since we all be on TikTok, y'all know that TikTok with the little baby that was in the pool and they put the words up there and said, oh, when he called me beautiful.
Yeah.
Every time he called me beautiful, that's what I'm going. Even though, I'm just saying, honey, I'm at work. Okay, beautiful. Have a good day. Blah blah blah. Give me the. Or when I'm on my way home, baby, I'm about to leave work. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get used to that too, sending messages. Tell nobody where I'm going. Anyway, because my kids always track my location, so it's like they got it. But anyway. And when he called me beautiful, it makes me cheese. I always get a little rosy in the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You just like to hear stuff like that. It never gets old.
Love it. Love it. Sir Drake.
You said it earlier. It takes discussion. Communication. So some of the typical gender roles that we still obey by, pump the gas, open the door, she fixed my. It's like no debate. Those are like typical. She fixed my plate. I'm gonna ask her. That's what she does. That's we Southern. We East Texan. Okay, we have a certain type of relationship with one another. When you're talking about gender roles is really it's cultural and it's really different everywhere you go. All right. But for instance, something that it took communication for me to understand something she wanted that it was signs, but I was like, I never really understood it until we had a sit down conversation about it. And that was the man drives. Okay. And me growing up, all the women in my family wanted to drive. That was like a prideful thing, and if you know the history of women driving, so some women were not allowed to drive. Not some women were not allowed to drive until a certain point. And then, okay, I remember my grandmother, she took a lot of pride in driving everywhere. And my grandfather was like cool with it. I didn't think of the dynamic until my wife her dad would shoot little shots here and there, like, you got my daughter driving this, and this. I'm like, nigga, yeah. Like, what's the problem? Like, yeah, what do you mean? I honestly, genuinely didn't understand the problem until she broke it down. Like, well, for big trips and all that, it's supposed to be like the man's gonna drive. And everything I didn't know, but if you want me to, I have no problem with do it. And then I started seeing the passenger princess stuff on IG and stuff, hilarious. And it's so funny because you can be a passenger princess. Either you gonna have a passenger princess or you could be a passenger prisoner. Which one you want? And because now I don't mind driving, okay, but that's just a small example of communicating about the standards you want in your household. Okay. Cleaning up a certain room, or hey, I had this expectation for this being done. Listen, I'm 250 something pounds, quite a bit of muscle, work out often, fight dogs, fight people, and all that. I don't like spiders though. What you gonna do? Like, we both kill spiders in this house. Like, don't like she got a spider. What do we want to do about it? Okay, like how we want to attack this. All right. Like, and people like, well, I don't care what y'all think. That's the other thing. When it comes down to gender roles is damn near like peer pressure. Okay, that's what it is. Only thing and then some of it works, some of it doesn't. Now with the pump and gas thing, I've gotten out the hospital before. Still got bandages on me and all that. My sister-in-law tried to pump gas. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm like, I got it. I handled it. Because that is a part of standard, because you're doing that in public. Like, have my wife walk on the outside of me when we're walking down the street. Simple things like that some folks don't even understand, but people have to be taught these things, communicate to understand what's proper and what's not. But once again, I don't worry so much about what other people think will happen in our household, but in general, we got some of them generic gender roles, but do we follow it to the T? No, because if you go to different countries, the more you travel and go to different places, it's going to change as well. So
see different things.
That's what's up. I love this. I love the fact, one, that while there are some similarities between the answers that you all are giving, there's still differences, which speaks to one of the biggest things that, even though Kay and I are not currently at the moment married, and as she said, we are single-ish. But it's something that we constantly say is that, we don't believe that there's a definite blueprint to all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I do want to hit on too, which I think is extremely important, because and came around, you said something to the effect of how what you saw growing up is very different from how you are now. And I'm so happy you said that, and I wanted to make sure we went back and talked about that, because I feel like one of the biggest things that I know I have come across in dating and everything like that is, the excuse of, well, I wasn't taught that, or I didn't see that. In my whole brain, in my head, I'm like, but if you weren't taught something, but you saw something that you were displeased with, you knew you didn't like it, you didn't like seeing it, you didn't like how it made you feel, you didn't like, all the things about this. At what point do you say, hello? At what point do you say, well, let me figure out how to do something different?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think that's so important to note, because we have so many people who are just content and complacent with being in a space of negativity, or being stuck in repeating the cycle of what they saw previously, even though they saw the negative outcomes of what they, were raised around, or what they were exposed to, and all of these things. And it's like, okay, you say you want this, how the American dream. Thank you. You want the picket fence, but you over here, you still operating like you live in the projects. Like, I need to, like, you got to make it make sense for me. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That's fact.
Because as a single person, right? I come from Singlish. y'all gonna kill me with this one, boy, I tell you. But I come from a 2-parent household. My parents have been married my whole life. They 50 going on 52 years now, I think. You know what I'm saying?
That's
now,
nice.
Same.
Granted, it damn sure ain't been perfect. Granted, I didn't. Just throwing this out there for people. If you got young kids and you married, hey, when they get to the point where they should be dating, start having real conversations with them.
Thank you.
I personally,
please.
I feel like if my mother had love her to death, and I understand why she did. It's a generational thing. My grandmother, they didn't have that open, clear communication. My mother started having a lot more clear communication with me probably within the last 10 years of my of my adult life. And it's like, damn, I wish you would have told me this shit like when I was a teenager. Granted, I was a teenager and I wasn't really allowed to date, so a lot of shit I had to figure out in my 20s when people was figuring it out in their 20s. Girl, we had bars on the house that I couldn't sneak for shit.
I had a job, child. There's always ways around shit.
Exactly. We had bars in the windows too. I found a way out of it.
I sure did. We lived in the hood. I had bars.
I wish. I mean, a few times I was able to sneak and do some shit. I couldn't have been. I wasn't at the house to start with. I couldn't like sneak out my house. I had to be at somebody else's house at the end.
Once you out, yep.
Make some moves or whatever the case. I'm gonna take all my secrets to the grave though, just in case my mom ever run across shit.
Well, I told my kids because I want them to know. But yeah,
right.
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I had the open. Put it like this. Like I said, I learned from what I saw, and I knew that's not what I wanted. Even with having 2 young boys early, the whole baby daddy. Anyway, even going through that, I still knew what kind of parent I did not want to be. And that's just no shade, no tea. I just knew that's not what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So when I had a little girl, or when I actually got married and then had a little girl, it was like, oh no, oh no, the relationship that I seen or that we had. I don't know. And then with the boys and my little girl, well, she's not a little girl anymore, she's 16, but even with them, they 25 and 22 and 16. That's it. I've had real life conversations with them. Okay, this is what mommy did. This is how it went all the way wrong. If I knew better, I would have did better, kind of situation. So I've always been very open and with communication and honest with my kids with things that I did, things that I've been through, things that I've gone through. The relationship with my mama, you know what I'm saying? All that, the relationships that I witnessed with her ex. A lot of that, you know what I'm saying? I witnessed that shit, the belittling and the nagging and the talking at and just the Lord child, just dysfunction. And I knew I never wanted to be in a relationship like that. Now, granted, it did start out like that with my kids, the boy's father. So that's why the shit didn't work. Cause I knew I ain't want it. I knew I ain't want it. You know what I'm saying? If I can, okay, this is me. This is candid. This is all the way honest. This is some stuff that we talked about on our podcast. If it's a dude that I can fucking run over, baby, I don't want him.
Baby,
if I can talk shit to you and make you be like, okay, honey, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. It's like the song now. You can speak stern to me. We both alphas. I need you to have a voice. If you don't have a voice, baby, I'm sorry. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Cause you're gonna have to put me in my place sometimes. Sometimes you're gonna have to be like, hey, baby, not the snapping, but you know what I mean. I'm a snapper because I used to snap at my kids all the time. Like, get your ass over here. But so it's like, hey, baby, calm down. Like, hey, bring it down. And I don't like conflict. I don't like no, I can't stand disorder. I can't stand all the extra. I don't want you to talk to me some kind of way, so I don't want to talk to you some kind of way.
I think Drake said it best in the beginning. It's all about the respect level between the said two.
Right.
It's all about the respect level. We have our differences. Sometimes the shit that we don't say is sometimes the most powerful. Because again, we are getting to the point where we know how to read each other. It's still a work in progress. It's still
Always.
a thing every day. I just feel we're getting better at it. We're accomplishing. I look at it, in my opinion, I look at it my own little self goals with being within the marriage with her, learning her, knowing her, figuring her out. Like, shit, she got that one piece of hair right there. I know she don't want it there. Let me go cut this shit off. Shit like that. It's just this. But again, the biggest factor is the biggest factor, like Drake said, the respect level. The one caveat that I would give to that is she knows I use this question all the time, and I take it from a podcast we watch. So if I like to play devil's advocate on a lot of shit.
Always.
I'm a Cancer. I'm a dickhead. I'm an asshole. That's what I do.
Thanks.
Like he said, the respect. Right. I'm yours. What do you feel is more important, respect or loyalty within a relationship or marriage, whatever you're in?
Yeah. I think everybody win.
I'm gonna go back once again. Respect. That's the thing. If you gonna have that respect, that loyalty gonna follow.
Amen.
Right. Can I ask a follow-up question while they trying to figure it out?
Okay, go ahead.
Oh no. I definitely respect for me.
It's respect for me. I thought you was asking him first.
Right. It's respect for me though.
So then the follow-up question would be, is it the respect out of fear or just natural respect, genuine respect?
Natural respect.
Of course, natural.
Yeah.
Natural respect.
Because if I'm loving you, what you have to fear from me?
Right there.
And it goes back to even with, I love me some Jill Scott. Hey, Jill. I'm married though.
Getting it from Philly.
Philly all day.
We love you. Okay.
We love
She's been right up the street from
If you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
You can tell it.
Listen,
if you can't tell me what to do, you can't.
But that's the point. If that's what I was gonna get at. If I'm loving you and I appreciate like once again, when I'm doing my part, the other part comes so much easier.
Amen.
Vice versa. Like it flows with one another. But once again, when things start to shift a little bit, I always look at myself first. It's like, okay, what am I doing wrong? But then I analyze. It's like troubleshooting. If you know anything about putting something together, break it down. Okay, where do we go back to? The foundation.
The beginning.
The foundation.
Start.
Communication.
The foundation. Then you go back to that foundation. Okay, we did this. We did this. Oh, you know what? This was loose right here. That's what we lost. That's what happened. Like, and it's a song. Y'all know LTD.
Yeah.
Man, it's a song. Oh, case of mom, baby. You got to bring it back. This. Let me take you back. See, when people talk about listening to love songs and stuff, it's so simple. But they have a song. Where did we go wrong? Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all go and listen to that song. Listen, don't hear it. Listen to it.
Listen. You got two ears, one mouth. You can listen more than you can talk.
I'm telling. Listen
to
the lyrics.
Look, I'm finna write it down. Don't worry, man.
LTD. Where did we go wrong? And you probably gonna put it on repeat. You may need to listen to it 3, 4, 5 times, and you could. It's a good song. Yeah. But basically, he's saying, you know what? Where did we go wrong? It doesn't matter who was right or wrong. Let's just get down to the end of it. Like let's just resolve it.
Right.
If we want to point the finger here and there, we ain't gonna ever get to the result. But we supposed to love one another.
Tick for tack ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
Tick for tack ain't gonna work.
Listen, I'm writing up. If I'm looking off, writing up something about doing a toy drive, not toy drive, but school supply drive.
Back to school.
Simply because I'm seeing people online arguing about school supplies.
Really? What the hell is about?
People love to professionally argue now.
Oh yeah. So my thing is, let's resolve it. We can point the finger who's right and who's wrong, but nobody's winning. Division never wins. It never wins. And I know people love to say, let me talk about petty shouldn't exist in a successful relationship. And I'm just gonna pull back from that.
Okay.
Like honestly, Pat, think about it.
You know,
Petty shouldn't exist in a successful relationship. I like, hey, but we different with the Drakes, okay? You know, we did. We could be the most pettiest people, but we love one another.
Oh, we love.
I'm a Cancer. She a Capricorn.
Capricorn.
I'm gonna pray for y'all.
Not I'm gonna pray for y'all.
We the two C's that should butt heads, but love the hardest. But you know, and that's also what comes with it to a successful marriage, in my opinion. Compromise, communication, and compromise, and consistency. But for real, I mean, we got to compromise sometimes. Like I said, agree to disagree, but we got to compromise on some things. Yeah, I might not like this, but I know he like this, so I'm gonna do it. Or he know that I like this, he might not care for it. Blues. And here he comes. So you know. It is what it is. I dance. He don't. He used to call me his dancing chick because, you know, it's the dancing chick. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that is what it is. So, I mean, this is my main thing for marriage. And one thing that I would enforce big time for a lot of people that want to get married or on their way to getting married or whatever the situation may be, you got to understand, it's a job. And you got to choose to show up every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? If you do not choose that person wholeheartedly, shit ain't gonna work. It's gonna, well, you know, it might work. You might be able to finagle it and figure some shit out or live a fucking lie. One or the other. But it's a job. It's you make that choice to show up and love and with your whole heart, not a piece of it. And that's another myth that I just don't agree with. The 50-50 bullshit. Don't give me 50% of yourself. Give me the whole 100. I don't want it. I can't have a half a person. Who got the other half?
Therefore. Listen, no, I 100% agree with you because I remember having a discussion with somebody one time. I said, that doesn't make sense to me. I said, you need to come to this relationship as 100% yourself. I need to bring 100% myself, especially because as two individuals who were raised differently, who's experienced life differently, and even though you are married or you're in a relationship, you're still going to have different experiences in life that may affect how you show up day to day. So there may be days I may not be at 100%. You know what I'm saying? And in partnership, I should be able to lean on you in those days in however I need to. But if you're not a whole person, you're going to have a really hard time being supportive to me. Just like if I'm not 100% myself, I'm going to have a hard time being supportive of you moving forward in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? I've been in, I did the 50, fuck that. I did this shit before. Fuck it. I'm not doing it again. Okay?
Nope.
I'm sorry. It's hence the reason I can also sit up here and tell you the shit that I don't want to do. I've been in the relationship where I was the one fixing the dryer. I was the one changing batteries in the motherfucking car while this dumbass this individual sorry. While this individual stood there and watched me. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my daddy for making sure I had these skills because you know I was that first generation where we didn't have to worry about finding a husband as soon as we were trying to leave our parents' house. So my daddy made sure I had certain skill sets so I could be out here in the world doing what the fuck I want to do and not have to rush to find a husband, just say I got one type of situation. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on it. You said something.
I can do this. Can I change my oil? Can I do all? Yeah, I can.
Don't want to.
Fuck no, I don't. Let me tell you something. I can care less if I never touched another door in my life. You hear me? I like walking around and being do in my head because I know this man is standing right here and he paid attention. Now I'm not gonna put my man in no fucked up situation, being no bird brain, mind you. I think people confuse what it means to feel safe in a man and being able to shut your brain off, especially for someone such as myself, who I show up in a dominant leadership, alpha, whatever you want to call it, type role in my day-to-day life. The last thing I want to do is have to be the leader in the goddamn relationship all the time. Now, do I believe Do I believe there will be sections of the relationship where I may be stronger than, and in those areas I still need to show up in a leadership capacity? Absolutely.
Right.
Because once again, he's not going to be perfect at everything. I'm not going to be perfect at everything.
Thanks.
But in partnership, we should be able to support each other in those areas. But baby, right. I don't care what nobody say. It is beautiful to be able to walk around. I don't care if you guide me by the back of my goddamn neck. If I can just walk, point me where to go. Point me where to go. I'm going. That's fine. I don't care. I promise you. But once again, you have to be him. You have, and people get what you mean. You got to be him. If you're not him, I don't know what to tell you. Somebody was trying to shoot their shot, baby. You're not him. I'm telling you right now. I walk the dog on you. I would walk the dog on you. A nasty dog on you. I can tell you. Now you just don't know me off of this app. I can tell you right now, if you are different, and maybe it's just because how I show up on social media is who I am. I don't put on a front. It's not a show. It's none of that. I know some people think, oh, she just act. Nah, baby, this is
no.
This me.
No. That's
what you will be surprised is what access that the one that's him, the access that he get the south side. The rest of the world
he can put me in that feminine energy, baby. That feminine energy. That one that make you go, okay, you right.
Right. The rest of y'all get this
something which, to your point, I did see a post not too long ago. It may have been a couple of weeks ago. That was just like, we were saying if you kind of act like a child a little bit around your man, he a man. If you acting like a mama all the time, he a boy. I like to be just and go into whiny mode. And not that I try to whine, every once in a while it's that cute shit. But every once in a while it's like, honey. And he already know where I'm going because we can talk without talking. You know what I'm saying?
That's
when he can feel where I'm coming from without me opening my mouth, child.
That's it right there.
I thought I was muted. I'm glad to say we grown. Both of us. Like, y'all better lock in. But it's okay, fun. We are adults.
She's my Black Beth from Yellowstone.
It's true.
If you watch Yellowstone and you know Beth, she is the black version of Beth for me. Yeah. Because yes, like she said, she don't want somebody you could run over. And I feel the same way. I don't want a female that I feel is being timid within a relationship, or you could be submissive, but you can't be submissive. If that sounds right. It's just a simple fact. Sometimes I might want you to be rough. Talk shit to me. I might not pay attention to it, but I need you to talk shit to me. Just like her. We know how to come at each other, like going back to Drake word, with respect when it comes to the disagreements we're having or what we're not feeling at the time. It comes with respect, but I could just give her a look and she'll shut the fuck up.
He has a Philly face, and I always tell him all day, every day, I ain't scared of your Philly face. You don't scare me. And then by the end, we laughing. I mean, with ours, I think humor is another good one for us because we eyeballs, we shit talkers. You know what I'm saying? And we slick them out. We said that we sarcastic. We got petty tones. And so we tend to crack jokes to kind of get out of the funk and then move forward. You know what I'm saying? Or it's food and jokes. No joke. Like for real.
See,
I guess that's our love language, food and jokes.
The Drakes, we once again, we are just like in our family, we are both considered rocks in our family. Like we don't even have kids, and we the matriarch and patriarchs of our family, damn near. Okay, at the and under 40. All right.
Gotcha.
And the thing is, because we know people respect us and we respect folks, and we both know in our family know if we want to get in your ass, we can. And we choose and when with each other, we don't prank. We say that all the time. We don't even prank each other. People we're like, hey, y'all let prank. No. Cause we're both sensitive too. We're both very sensitive people.
Right.
And like if we get to that point, it ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be, and we love each other. That's the point. We love each other, because we know but that's us. Because listen, my sister and And mother, they love that little prank, baby. Don't do that in our house. It's like
you get your feelings hurt,
man,
real quick.
Everything hurt. Okay, but
people know when they cross our threshold. Nah, don't fuck with the Brown's household.
And that's what we saw. That's a motto. Our motto is definitely we don't do drama, and we pray.
Don't bring that drama
like,
in my
don't
house.
bring in our house.
Please
We don't
don't.
bring them problems. Like, listen, I'm getting ready to have a house party in a couple weeks, and I want to put on a flyer, but I used to throw parties back in the day, and that's something we had to tell each other. Don't bring no drama on a flyer. Cause guess what? The drama will come.
They're gonna bring the drama.
Somebody gonna be holding.
We just say no plexing.
Right.
Okay, that's a very Texan thing. No plex, no issues. Yeah, but we're gonna keep it cool. But yes.
Yeah.
I love
it.
I love it.
Yeah, we just
it's one thing.
Okay.
It's one thing that we always talk about on the show is how people genuinely sometimes don't even like the person that they're with, and it's so refreshing to see that y'all genuinely love the person that you with, and it's like that. I feel like we always talk about this all the time, that we feel like that is so missing in a lot of relationships, that people don't even genuinely just like the person that they with. Like they skipped past the point of building a friendship to the fact that I like you. Like, I won't hurt this person because not only are they my husband, but that's my dog, that's my friend, that's my ace, that's the person that is my rider, that's the person that stuck with me through some stuff. I know that's my safe space. I know that's a place that if I need to lay my head down and not say a word and just exhale, they got me. And I feel like nowadays that's where a lot of the disconnect is going in relationships.
Okay, so to add to that, and you are absolutely right, because and you have to think about it. For some, and not saying all men, I said some men, y'all don't come for me. I used to say it all the time. But some men don't feel comfortable being vulnerable with their partner. And that can go both ways. There's some women too that don't feel they don't feel the safety net. They don't feel that safety where they can just be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's hard, soft, or in between. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one of the main things that we have always stuck by. I want you to feel vulnerable with me. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be able to feel like, oh, I can tell her everything. Whatever I'm going through, I can tell her. I just got to find a way to say it. I'm giving you all the space in the world. When he do go through things, I give him all the space in the world when I know he going through something and he just don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Absolutely. Let me know when you ready, because I'm here without judgment. You know what I'm saying? And when you said you have to like your person.
Yes.
As well as love. Love is important. Okay, cool. But is very important.
Very.
Very important. What people fail to realize, they want to be in a relationship like such and such. Like they want to be in this power couple relationship like whoop de whoop that's online. Baby, they might not even fucking lie to each other. That might be good for the cameras. Somebody might be living. They might even live in the same house for all we know. We don't know what they doing when them cameras go off. They all pretty and matching and all that. Oh my God, it's my husband and I just love him so much. And then when the cameras go out, oh, why are you touching me? Damn, you gotta breathe that hard. You know what I'm saying? You just never know what the hell people doing.
No, what was that shit we watched the other night? The couple did that. They was acting for the damn camera. It was something we watched on BET Plus. The black couple.
Shit, ain't no telling. It's something that we probably watched and we laughed at,
but it makes sense. You can't
probably some Tyler Perry shit.
Probably whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
You can't put somebody in that position that y'all just doing this as an agreement.
Right.
Are you just doing this as a means to make one another look good?
Right.
Because
y'all fit on paper. Yeah. Because some people, they paper married. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Not for real, not like intertwined spiritually, emotionally, and all that. They literally on people just to say, I'm married. I got a husband. You know what I'm saying? And I got a wife. And we building this together. And we doing this together. But then in a minute, y'all got to separate this shit because you don't fucking like them. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like the way you go to the bathroom. And it's like one of those situations, like when we first got together, and it was like, we had this discussion of falling in love. And it was like, falling in love. I want to fall. I want to grow. Let's do grow. I think grow better. So we decided we are gonna grow in love, not fall. We're gonna fall for. Let's treat it like our tree of love. That's what we called it. Our tree. We got roots. We got cheering. We got all that stuff. They the branches and all that good old stuff. We grew and steadily growing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, we chose each other, and we continue to show up every day. You ain't choose me.
You sure? You told me.
No, don't start it. Our argument is he
Don't
said
do
that
it.
I said
Don't do
we
it.
go
Don't do
together,
it.
and that was it. And he, what I did, what, sir, Mr. Brown,
Okay.
whatever. Anyway, he had a choice, so that means he chose to go along with what I said. If he really want to stick
So
to
you
that
just
plan,
admitted it.
I said if you want to stick to that plan, so you missed my point.
No, you admitted it.
Whatever. Anyway,
and we still here 3 years later talking our
Clink,
shit.
Listen. But everything I just said, stop. Y'all know where keeping up with the Joneses come from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it transitioned to keeping up with the Kardashians, right? That's where they got it from. It came from keeping up with the Joneses. And the keeping up with
They always
Joneses
stealing
was
something.
a newspaper or comic book strip. That's how it started. And it was just
Okay.
basically a nosy ass neighbor that's kept looking across the street and look what the Joneses are doing. What the Joneses are bringing in. Well, the Joneses got a new cat. The Joneses got a new car. The Joneses dressing out in this dress. That's it, just steady watching. But if you just turn around and paid attention to your spouse, your significant other, and just focus on what you got in your house, I can't wear it. Listen, I check on my neighbors and care, but I gotta pull the weeds out of my flower bed before I worry about how theirs looking. If mine is taken care of, what I gotta worry about with it? Stop looking and comparing your situation to someone else's. But if you're not happy with yours, you're not happy with yours. And they say some people are not. Don't. Once again, I intend to have this series soon. The culture of beauty. Okay? Because people are fickle. That's part of people are fickle. They'll like you for one day and hate you the next.
Amen. Speak on it.
When you have that in a relationship, that does this shit. That's once again, that's petty. But that's the thing. Like, for instance, I talk about, for instance, it happens with so many people. But Jonathan Majors was one of the biggest, clearest examples of how people can fawn and love over you, and then switch up on you like
the next day,
like a light switch.
Literally next day. When it was the finest man in the world. This is all this and all that. Man, peasant.
Right. Cancel culture.
Yeah, cancel. Hey, I said it's the fire and pitchfork. It's the stoning. You know, if you read the Bible, people loved the stone back in the day, and they still do
all day long.
That's the same thing we
all
see.
Day long.
And if they really paid attention to what Jesus said, you know not to cast that first stone if your house is made of glass, pumpkin. Stop it now.
That's what I'm getting at.
Cut it out.
But when you see certain things like for instance, I'd say all the time, I don't like following relationship pages on social media.
Right.
Because if I like you and you break up, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Who did it?
I don't even care. Listen, it's like F both of y'all. That's what I'm saying. Y'all should have stuck it out. That's how I roll.
True.
If y'all over here keeping this up and doing all this and all that, then you go do that. No, both of y'all, no love. And I like, don't do it. So I just keep my stuff to my side. Like, listen, no. But when it comes down to your relationship, if you're safe and you're comfortable and you're happy, are you chasing someone else's happiness? Are you chasing an illusion of happiness? Like, what did you really want out of this? What do you want out of a relationship?
Amen.
What do you want a relationship?
What do you want to bring to the relationship? People, what genuinely, when you get into a relationship, what do you want to do when you're in it?
They want to post it on social media.
That part, they want to get the likes and following.
Look,
You post the stuff that they done got as gifts and all
I
this
work
other
in the
stuff. That's
social
all
work
they want.
field. I see people get in relationships and have children that get likes and admiration from other people.
And can't stand each other.
Can't
stand it.
And see, that's the crazy part. That's the part that I never. And he'll tell you, when we first got together, we was together for 6 months before anybody on TikTok in our community knew anything about it. Okay.
Hello.
Because
close to a year.
Well, yeah, quite a few people didn't find out until we actually moved to Nashville because we couldn't hide no more. Here we in the same damn house. You know what I'm saying? At that point, but at the beginning, I was serious. I was like, and he had just started his writing. You know what I'm saying? So I was dead serious. Like, you have a fan base, and it's mainly females. Don't say nothing. Just leave it at that. And he was like, well, I don't give a shit. I don't care who knows. I get that. I wholeheartedly appreciate that you announce to the world that I am
brother.
But at the same time,
brother, let me tell you,
we looking at this money. We looking at that money, honey.
Listen, my wife don't think like
I was like, yo, we don't need to tell nobody, not just because it's fan base, because I know how females are. And I know I am one. Not that I'm one of them, but I know how females are. They gonna start jumping in the inbox because he is a TikTok person. I'm a TikTok person. Well, he tried to holler at me first. Whether it's true or not, but we know people do petty, nasty, ignorant shit like that to get under your skin. No, I don't want nobody to know.
We talk about that all the time.
We sure do. We listen. We talk about it all the time.
That's what made me lose a whole lot of female.
Because once it actually came out, and it was clear knowledge, it's like, wait, so them books you was writing, and I was all in the comments going, ooh, I live in Atlanta. I could be in Atlanta later tonight. And it's like, I'm going, I can be in Atlanta in 2 hours. And I'm going, good luck with that pumpkin, because he's going to be on the phone with me. To have a long distance relationship at that point, when a lot of stuff was going on, I never had insecurities. That's crazy. I had insecurities with a motherfucker that lived down the street.
Hello,
you know what I'm saying?
Listen.
We had a long distance relationship for a whole year.
So yeah,
but that's one of the things. Because I kind of talk about this on TikTok sometimes when people call themselves flirting and stuff like that, because it's like, y'all want instant gratification love. Y'all want like microwave stuff. Like, y'all think just because you said, hey, beautiful, I'm supposed to be automatically enamored by that. First off, I tell myself I'm fine as fuck on a daily basis. So you coming up here calling me beautiful, baby, don't tell me shit. Listen, okay, and if I wanted some extra attention, I guarantee you I'm not going to social media for it, baby. I got a phone number, I would hit, okay? So if you're not doing it, I'm just saying.
That'll do it.
You feel me? I'm not here. I'm not here for that.
No,
and I'm not, and even in the few people that I've like tried to build a relationship with, they shot their shot or whatever. And I was like, all right, I'll give you an opportunity. Motherfuckers was like, they wanted to have this instant access to me being submissive and soft and this, that, and another. Like, I literally had somebody catch an attitude with me because they gave me a compliment. And I said, well, I appreciate it. They said, well, you ain't got to talk to me like I'm one of them niggas, like I'm like your homeboy or something. I said, what the fuck you talking about? You said, I appreciate it. You could have just said thank you like a lady. Bitch, I ain't a fucking lady. Damn it. You gonna get this.
I appreciate, damn, I can't appreciate your compliment.
Right?
You came in here already. Go jump off. Go play in traffic. Go ahead.
And that's exactly what I told him to do. I said, you can kiss all my natural black ass. I said appreciate it. If you gonna get your panties in a bunch behind it, we ain't got to talk. I don't give a fuck. You came over here trying to bother me. Let's be 100% honest. I wasn't looking for your ass.
Amen.
I didn't call for you. I ain't sent for you.
We say that all the time, man. It's like these guys, it's like, and I hate to say that because I won't sound assholish, but it's like, you come for us. We actually give you the opportunity to be in our space, like even where it's telephone, whatever. And then you look for me to jump through hoops. I didn't come for you. I don't even know if I like you yet. Is what you don't understand. It's like then day one, you already trying to call me your wife and all this other stuff. I'm like, you got to understand, all that little shit does not spark me. It don't do nothing for me. My daddy
Oh,
took me out on
Queen.
my first
How
date.
you
He done
doing,
had the
Queen?
expectation, all that other stuff. Like all that shit does not make me whatever. Like just seeing you in a normal day-to-day, how you treat people when we go out. How did you treat the person that was holding the door? How did you treat the doorman? How do you when we walking? Like, are you looking around with your head on a swivel, protecting us both? All that word talk that you's doing, trying to get my attention, that shit do not work for me. It do not work for me. I'm paying attention to how you move and how you act as a human. Like that matters to me more than anything.
He got something to say. He ready.
Drake ready. What he over there?
Go
Like?
ahead, Drake.
Winding it up like a fishing rod. He ready.
Because I'm coming after him. I'm coming after him.
And I've been holding since Philly and K Brown was talking.
My bad.
No. It's not y'all bad. You let the pressure bills. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, women ain't no better than men. That's why I use people. Men ain't no better than women.
Nope.
People. Because if I showed y'all my inboxes and stuff, and
no, friend, I can only imagine. They
come.
Like, and I got witnesses. I have my moderators in there. Majority, if not all, my moderators are women. Okay. I've had women join my lives and have tantrums because I'm married.
Oh wow.
Never met me before in life.
I know that feeling.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I know. Listen, if you're doing something and you listen, I say all the time, like I be seeing women be hyping out. I don't do this and this. Bitch, you just in my inbox right now. What are you talking about? You in mine.
Thanks.
Baby,
now you get mad when you don't return the
you in mine.
Yeah, and then I've been called gay. I've been called. Listen, I've been all around. I'm like, baby, I'm just over here chilling. Don't let me be doing a beard video. And I listen, and my wife is like, my wife is like cool, but she ain't like, hey Brian, she like, nah, fuck them hoes. It ain't about the money. That's the thing. She don't care. She and that's why I'll be like, nah, I'm gonna keep it peaceful. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. I'm gonna set that boundary always. But yeah, I've had some situations where when I'm not exaggerating. If you join my lives and it's rolling, I'll never forget it was about 50 people in there. Great conversation. I'm cooking. Woo, woo, woo. And I am gonna say what very popular podcast platform someone popped in, and first thing they said, "Are you married?" No, hi, no, hello, nothing. Damn, that's rude.
Rudeness.
I'm like, absolutely, yeah. My homegirl, she dope. Said, friend, your number's about to. Cool. Yo, that's my people. That's my girl. She was like, yo, she about to drop. And when I say I dropped from 50 to 14 within like 10 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I started talking like, hey, that's damn. It's like that. Like y'all don't hear the conversation. Y'all hear. And one of them came back in. One came back in and apologized. She was like, I was just frustrated because you don't come across a lot of men with sense and compassion and woo 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 yada yada yada.
So why did you get mad though?
Hey, because that's what you're saying. Listen, the bar is in hell. I tell my nephews and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, if you know how to read, you can you can be okay in the world, brother. Like if you just know how to read and be okay, nice. Because listen, I've seen women, like it's sad out here, and I'm like, damn.
There's some thirsty bitches out here.
It is. But you know what's crazy? Yeah, as a dating app, because okay, so I get the same thing. They come in, where you at? What, you single? You married? Like
everything everything is a date now. Let's be clear about that.
Everything.
Facts. Everything. They don't. If they have access, and Lord help me, Jesus, I don't know. Every now and then, I get stuck either on Ghanaian TikTok or Jamaican TikTok, and they just come in droves, and it drives me up a wild. Can't you tell you?
Here it
comes. It drives me up a goddamn.
Hello, beautiful. I just want to say how beautiful you are.
And so when people ask me, am I single? I am very honest about where I am in dating, right?
Honest
dating. So I tell people, yes, I'm single, but I got a favorite. What that means is I'm single. If I decide to get to know your ass and I want to spend time with you, I can. Is there somebody I currently spend time with? Absolutely. Because here's the thing. I am not going to sit here and believe that you as a single person ain't got other people that you might talked to, if we haven't had a conversation and gotten to the point and said we're exclusively dating, then why would I think that it's just me in your face? Come on now.
Right.
Like I'm not, you know, and ain't no point in me like, right. I'm just being honest about it.
He wasn't entertaining shit. Was not entertaining shit before him. When he hopped in, the fucking part is we used to flirt in his comments before we actually had a conversation. So it was like one of those, and then his flirting kind of, you know, tapered off a little bit. And I was like, you know what, this man probably got a whole woman. Let me leave this man alone. And I be damn, I stopped, and it was just liking, just regular comments, good posts, whatever, and hurt my arm. It was a sleeping accident. When you turn 40 in your 40s, accidents happen just in your sleep. You wake up with injuries and you have to go to the ER. Anyway, so my arm was fucked up. I was in a sling. He seen the picture, jumped in the inbox. Yo, Locke, what's up? Do I need to pull up? What the fuck happened to you? And I'm like, you care?
I be like,
and that was,
boy.
That was July 9th, 2022, and we've been together ever since. We've been talking ever since. He's been under all my boxes. Inbox, outbox.
Hey.
I'm just sorry. That was. I don't think no cheering on here. We've been cussing.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
Say what you
just
do.
saying.
This is grown space. Now, what you was over there mouthing Drake?
Oh, I was just saying you single, but you fucking. That's basically what you said.
Single, but you fucking.
I mean, yeah.
You got a situation.
I mean, because listen. Because one thing Kay and I tell you, we real quick, hey, we said we single. Ain't nobody said we was lonely out in this bitch, hey, okay?
But the one thing we always talk about is honest dating. And I that's one thing that we always definitely make clear. And anything that we do is like, listen, it's 100% honest dating over here. And we both believe in that wholeheartedly because ain't nobody trying to give but nobody no hope, dreams, and that's why I don't entertain nothing that I already know that I don't like just because I'm bored.
Exactly.
And you're not about to do that to me neither. First of all, I run 2 businesses, still got a job and everything else, until still trying to build social media platforms. I ain't got time for you, bruh. I ain't got time to be wasting time.
And that's
like our daughter say, clock it. Clock it.
There you go.
And that's my thing. And with that is yeah, it's the fucking. But we actually do spend time with each other. I mean, it's the fucking. Being honest. But we actually do spend time together. You know, but that's why I'm honest about it, because like me and this person actually, like, we go out, we spend time. It's not, if it was just on some fucking shit, then hell, I'm single. Ain't no reason to mention the fucking part, because but I don't need anybody to come, you know. And then I try not to paint a picture as if one, even if there was nobody else in the picture, please don't assume that you automatically finna jump and get 100% of my time. First off, I'm grown. Like Kay said, we got shit going on. I'm always moving, doing something. There's a moving part somewhere at all times, right? So I try to make sure I set the proper expectation. One, I'm not a love at first sight person. If I'm not one of them. So somebody who come over here talking about something, well, God told me that you my wife. I don't know what God you talk to, because he ain't told me that. He ain't told me nothing about you.
I feel a little unction in my spirit.
Right. That's already gonna be a red flag for me. I'm looking at you sideways real fast. Because who
court me with intentions? Just court me with intentions. Don't give me the God.
Thank you.
He told me you was my wife. Nah. Court me with intentions, bro.
Who you think you playing with? Who simple? Me? Oh, okay, because it can't be me.
It ain't me.
It can't be me. And see, and because I'm very secure in who I am at this point. I am 40 years old. I done been through a shit ton of stuff.
Amen.
I know what my list is of. I'm not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? and it don't. I don't need a long time, baby. A couple of conversations. I'm
a couple minutes.
I can tell you real quick.
I can tell if you're a fuck boy.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I raised one for some reason. I don't know how I did it. Everybody else turned out good, but I got one fuck boy. It's always that one.
You know, it's
the middle kid. He is a fuck boy. I love him to death. That is my Twinkie. I love him because I gave birth to him. but I can't stand him. He is a fuck boy out of this world. He drive a Dodge Charger and everything. Scat Cat, whatever the fuck they call them goddamn cars.
A light-skinned nigga with hazel eyes.
No, they
he was.
Great.
He one of them. That's my oldest brother. My oldest brother, light skinned with hazel green eyes. Motherfucker ain't nothing but a hoe. Ain't nothing but a hoe.
Ain't shit.
And this is why I tell people, hey, I come love my family. If any of my cousins, my brother, hey, love y'all. I come from a family of womanizers. I have accepted this in my life because I've seen how these niggas move.
Yep.
You feel me?
All of them.
I've seen it. So when I tell you if you coming over here, be real careful because I will show you I'm my daddy's son.
I was just about to say that. Yep.
I'm telling you, I'm that nigga. I'm that bitch too, but I'm that nigga.
That nigga.
So
I can give you that
real quick.
Right.
Hold on.
That's why.
What do we say?
I don't. Go ahead. I was just say that's why I tell people I don't want. Like, that ain't the energy I want to live in no more. Like, in my 20s, baby, fucking around when I was single, whatever the case may be. Yeah, I was out here, terrible, bad. When I was single, mind you, when I'm in a relationship, I date for marriage. So all my relationships, I've been very much committed to that relationship and that person. Right? Mm-hmm. Sometimes to my own detriment, which is another reason why I know what I bring to the table. I hate that little phrase, but I know what I bring to the table. I know who I am. I've always been a wife. I'm not married yet, but I've always been a wife. Okay, I'm a wife with or without a husband because it's in me. It ain't shit I'm trying to pretend about. I know who I am.
Amen.
Right. So that's why I tell people, baby, you not gonna come over here and do the play
you're not gonna play with
in the fiction. Like, we're not doing that. You know what I mean?
Pray for me. Don't play with me.
Hello. And sometimes I think because of what society thinks about big girls and plus size girls or plush pals or whatever you want to label yourself as, they think they gonna come over here and because I told you beautiful, you ought to be falling at your knees. Okay. Once again, she is single, not lonely. My size ain't never stopped nothing. They still eat rose toast and booty holes over here, bitch. I swear to God, you ain't never got to worry about that with me. Okay?
On that ass. Yeah, that was some color purple shit.
I just need people to hear me when I say that because it gets to the point where it starts to feel disrespectful for people to come and play in your face like that. Really. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, I'm not here. I'm not dating because I want a wedding. Bitch, at this point, especially, fuck the wedding. I want the marriage. I want the memories. I want the
partnership.
The partnership. I want the experiences. I want all that. Yeah, I know it's gonna be some rough times, some hard days, some days where bitch you might work on my motherfucking nerves. But I want all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? The ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the lefts, the right. I want it all. So with that being said, I know
the crazy thing being transparent.
I did not get to ask. We gotta do this again. We didn't hit the major point, which was finances.
My bad.
That's like the biggest one. It's like we didn't get to hit that part yet. And that's like a major thing when going into marriage for a lot of people is like how, because we talked about it even last week. And I know we got to wrap up soon. It's like, how did you have to navigate adjusting from being single to married when it came to money? Because we both was like, the Lord gonna have to work on us with that. When we was talking about last week. So we definitely gonna have to come back and revisit this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to revisit
part 2.
Yeah, we definitely gonna have to schedule that.
It's one of those that make you go.
Yeah, so that's definitely we gotta have a part 2 just for that part because it was so many things that even y'all was talking about is balancing it even with social media because we talk about that on our podcast too. Is like, you know, how does that look going? Because we both say we just gonna pop out one day going from single to like, by the way, I'm married and I'm pregnant. And now I moved in. I live in Atlanta now.
You lost me at pregnant. And I'm like,
she's like, I don't want that.
Well, you know,
And then even with us, like you were saying, you didn't want the wedding. We didn't do it. We didn't want it. We really didn't want it. We felt like that's for other people. That's because I did the wedding thing the first time and we regretted it after. You know what I'm saying? And even him, he said they had the destination
We
with
had a destination.
regretted it after immediately. It's one of them. God, I really spent all this money for this shit.
No.
But these people to impress them, man, fuck them. They not helping me in this marriage. They not.
It came down to our communication, and we said, "Hey, we ain't spending no money. Just being transparent." We went down to the justice of the peace.
Yep, we went to a.
I'd rather spend that money on a beautiful honeymoon.
Baby,
and we just had us a good old time. We went and we went out to eat and went out to brunch after that, and we took pictures all downtown Nashville. We just had us a good time, and then we had a kickback later on in the year, a sneaker ball. But other than that, we just kind of chill, and that was mainly friends and close enough family. I say close enough
my
family.
social media battery was gone after that.
And then after that, social battery said, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
We was not the Energizer Bunny. That shit shut down. We cut off a bunch of people after that. I ain't gonna need hold you. I ain't no shade, no tea. We just did not feel like it. It was like, y'all require too much energy. Right. That's one of the things with the friendship. Y'all require too much. You want to tell me all your business and drain me. I don't want it.
That's another thing we got to come back for.
Yeah, so okay, so just to make sure we stay within the time, I'm gonna let y'all tell people what y'all got going on, where they can find y'all. Make sure whatever y'all got going on, please take this time to promote it because we are so appreciative of you all taking time out to come on here for us. So we want to make sure that you all get the advantage of utilizing our platform to let people know who you are and where they can find you and what you got going on. So how y'all
Drake? You got because we feel like we've been dominating those.
No, it's fine. Well, I'm Drake, be Drake with Everything Culture, the podcast for all cultures, the podcast with a purpose. As y'all may know, our mission statement comes from the words of Dr. Martin King Jr., which is he believed that men hate each other because they fear each other. They fear each other because they don't know each other. They don't know each other because of segregation. And because of segregation, we have miscommunication. So we created our platform on the pillars of respect, communication, and consistency so we can get to know each other so we can love one another. You can check us out every Sunday. We go live, or we have a Sunday night live, where we have our community come and chop it up with us. You know, that's the best time. If y'all trying to talk about gossip, you can come then. But I'm always going to make gossip into progress. All right. Okay. How can we better ourselves from what's happening right here? And then we have episodes we drop every other week where we have a segment called The Makings of You, where we do a deep dive on our guests. We ask them about their childhood, their upbringing, their morals, their values, their perspectives in life, to get to know them. And then we bring them back on the show on paneled conversations to talk about different topics that they may have lived, learned, or professional experience in. Check us out. Everything Culture is no I, it's an A. South Sea affiliate.
Thing. A little bit of slang.
It's country, baby. It's what we are. It's AAV.
Country is all beautiful. I change words all the time.
It's culture. Correct me. And we're gonna be proud about our culture. We educated, we loving people, we respected people. Because guess what? As soon as we stop using it and feel like we're too good for it, other people gonna start using it.
Amen.
Right? And profiting off of it is that too.
That part.
All right. Well, K Brown. I am a self-published author. I also have a candle business. I'm CEO of Legendary Rhythm Rebels, a steppers group that we just started. We trail ride, line dance, and I teach line dance here in Nashville. I also do it online. I started online, but I mainly do it here at a bar and a couple of other places here. And I also travel because I just did a family reunion not too long ago. So that's me. I'm a line dancer. I'm a writer. I'm everything. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a mama. I'm a wife, and I'm a manager of a comedian, Mr. 505 here, local in Nashville. And I'm all around. I wear a lot of hats. I do a lot of things, and I just enjoy it. I mean, I'm not a one-sided person. It's like I'm a multiple coin kind of girl. Shit, just loving it. Hey, loving my new last name, Brother.
Hey,
here she go. Anyway, I'm PhillyBoi as normal, as y'all know. Yes, I have a wine. Irene, your favorite sex educator has tasted it, and Simply K Simone, the Spice Queen, has tasted it. I have a wine. Just put it this way: if you drink my wine, you're not going to pass the piss test. We're going to leave it at that. I am also a self-published author. I am. I am also a self-published author. Got 4 books out right now. I'm actually about to release the 5th book.
Probably end of October.
Probably the end of October, finishing it up. So, just like she said, we have a lot of hats, let alone we're in this marriage. We're in this marriage because we love each other. I do wine, she do candles. Everything that we do actually intertwines with each other's business. For one, we're self-promoting, we're promoting each other.
Mm-hmm.
2, everything within this household stays within this household. My business is her business is my business. I mean, there is no, oh, how much you made today, no shit like that. We just, the money goes to her bank account anyway. But that's just who we are. I mean, we got multiple businesses. You can find us on TikTok, K Brown on Instagram, PhillyBoi 7769 on shit. Do I even? Yeah, I still be on TikTok. My bad.
We on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm actually going back to doing some of my regular TikTok stuff because honestly, let's be transparent. TikTok got boring.
Yeah,
so I stopped a lot of stuff.
Right.
But I'm actually starting to get back into the groove of it because why? But anyway, that's who we are.
Yep.
That's and I love my wife.
I love my
wife. And we love it. But all right, y'all. So we greatly appreciate it. Y'all know how we do. Everything is going to be linked down in the bio. So I'll make sure to link make sure to link all their social medias and everything like that. And of course, y'all know, make sure y'all hit the bio so y'all get them spices. Make sure y'all get the books from your girl. Make sure y'all download the song. All the good things.
Last one. Yeah. We got one left. So we'll be putting in order soon. We got that. Just sitting right there.
Period. All right, y'all. We appreciate it. And until next time, we'll holler at y'all later.
I'll let y'all later. Thank you for the opportunity. Bye.